Hey guys, welcome back. This is Rez, and today we're just gonna do another one of the assignments I give to my students, which is to figure out what the hell's going on here. So in this session, we're gonna talk about gravity. Well, I'm not really gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do gravity, margins, paddings. Where do they apply? Where are they? So for so on, and maybe a bit of DP and SP. All right. So this was their homework. You'll notice that these three boxes, whatever they are, buttons or the text, are supposed to touch the edge. They could touch each other. I didn't really mind that. And the text inside or the content should be placed at a specific position, while themselves should be placed at a, I don't know, staircase position type of thing. Okay, so let's go here and let's start making some stuff. So again, you could use the design to get it started if you want, but I really suggest you just keep on going on text. Make yourself more proficient. So we're just gonna open our preview so you guys could see what I'm doing as I go. So the first thing is we need 3 of these things. So whatever they are, let's say maybe, I don't know, let's do edit text box. So for now I'm just gonna wrap content, and let's change some colors if we can. We have text color. If it's not color, it should be background. There we go, background. Is that the color I want? Color primary. Do I see it? Okay, it's too small, so let's just make it a bit bigger. Let's put it to 50px and 50px. Okay, so we got a box going at a color purple. I'm just gonna change all their colors. So how about we just make the boxes a bit bigger, maybe 150, maybe 250, maybe 200. That sounds reasonable. And I'm just gonna make 3 of these, right? So I'm just gonna copy all 3, and I'll put a space between them so you guys can see. Well, first of all, the relative layout. So let's switch that because we need to use gravity and we can't use gravity and relative. So we're just gonna go linear, and quickly we're gonna type in the orientation because they're going off the screen. We want it vertical. Now you don't see it, but there is actually 3 squares, but with the color it makes it a huge thing. So we're gonna just change these colors a bit. I want to see the IntelliSense, so I'm just going to delete that. Press Control Space. Sorry, it's messing up with me. Control Space. We have color primary. We want some other color. Let's go. I just want to use these ones because they're named. And the last one we leave it the same because you could see the difference between all 3. Okay, so we got the first 3 boxes out. It looks nice. First thing we need to do is make this connection. So if we look at this box, we got to think about margin and padding, right? Margin is saying, hey, the surrounding my gate, how much space I'm going to put, and padding is saying inside surrounding my gate, how much space I'm going to. But if we look over here, there is actually no margin, right? Margin says, sorry, margin says outside my gate, how much space I want from the next door neighbor. Okay, there is nothing. This is why the bottom gates actually are connected to each other, right? So if we put a margin, let's say 5, you'll notice there's a space that starts putting out around this box. So if this is not the problem, then the next thing is to think about the guy who you're actually in, right? So right now you're probably in some guy's room or some office. You're a distance from your wall. So that would be the padding inside your container, the room or office. So if we go up here and look at the linear layouts, you could see there's actually paddings and there's 16 of them. Now what? We're just going to remove all of those. Do we remove all of those? Well, let's leave the top and probably leave the bottom. So I'm just going to take the left and the right and delete those. Now it sticks to the side. That's perfect. Now, next step. So we got the side. This side should work okay. We need to kind of distance them using the gravity. Now the gravity is nice. We're going to use the layout gravity because we're going to tell the room to fix us, or in this case the linear layout. And we're going to say for the middle one to go center. Right? And then for the last one to go to the right or something similar. Okay, and we could also, if you want to make them connected, make the width a bit more, maybe 250 now, just so it touches. And we're just gonna copy this. So the gravity is nice. It's like the Earth, right? You have a gravity that pushes you at the bottom, and in this case it tells it to push over here, over there, over here, and so forth, so on. Okay, you're gonna see it as we play around. The gravity, again, goes with the box. So all of this are inside my linear layout, and I push them in the center, to the right, to the left, to the bottom, and so forth, so on, whatever I want. And that's really nice. So we got the boxes going. Margin padding done. Gravity is done. However, we also need to put in text in there. So we need to, oops, we went too far. So here, I'm gonna put text, and I'm gonna put roar, repeat what it was. Over here, I'm gonna put meow, and then there's sushi. So text, meow, and text, sushi. So we got our theory text. The position, the middle, the top one is middle right. The meow is bottom left, and the sushi is right in the middle. That's easy. So we could always use text orientation or text alignment, sorry, which is pretty nice. It gives you a bunch of stuff, center, I don't know what, text end, text start, whatever. But it goes as much as an alignment can, right? Which is usually center it, left it, right it, and that's it. It doesn't really give you a bottom, it doesn't give you a right, left. So what are we gonna do here is actually use the gravity, but rather than using the layout's gravity, which is controlled by linear layout, we're gonna use the normal gravity of the edit text. So that means the content, which in this case is gonna be the text, is gonna be controlled by the gravity and do as we wish. So we go gravity. By the way, you guys should have seen, as we were typing gravity, you would see two of them. You would see the layout gravity and the gravity. Layout gravity would say linear layout, control me. Gravity would say, hey, my contents, I want it to be here or there. So we need this to be on the right. So let's just start writing right, and we get something. Press enter. I'm freezing up. Okay, so first problem first. We got something right, however, it's not centered right. So let's go back in here. Gravity. Control space to get our IntelliSense. Center, bottom, center, horizontal, center, vertical. Hey, we could try those. Let's just see what else there is. Okay, so center, horizontal. Let's try that. That looks okay, but not what we want. What if we do center? That's okay, but not what we want. Center, vertical. That's not okay. And we notice that we can't put it in the center right at the same time. Well, this is what's really cool about these options, okay? And all of them, well, at least most of them, you could actually specify multiple values for the same option or for the same attributes. So for the gravity attribute, I want it to be center. And adding this key, I call it the pipe, okay? The pipe key should be on the top of your enter key. Just one key on top of it, holding the shift, and you could press. This kind of says, hey, I want it to be center, and I also want it to be right. Oops, I pressed enter there. And you would get that. So there's actually two values for my gravity, which makes what we want. And you'll see a lot of places we could do that too. So meow should be bottom left, and sushi should just be center. So meow, I'm just gonna add it right here. Gravity, bottom, and it's already left, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And sushi is also, well, actually this one needs to be centered, so we're gonna put gravity center. Now, what am I missing? The design is done. I'm not gonna do the DPSP because I'm not gonna run it. The only thing we're gonna do in this video is just design. If you need to know about DP or SP, please check out one of my other videos in the Android tutorial thingabob playlist. There we go. Anyway, please subscribe, like, comments, whatever questions you have, let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.